I got a notification that Dylan sent you a rose on a dating app 510 days ago. When I opened that notification, thinking about how dumb and cheesy sending a rose to someone was, I found that one of the questions you answered with recording. I was so excited to hear the voice behind the profile. Your very first question to me was asking me what I'm passionate about. I am passionate about loving you. You are my safe place and you're my home. You make me laugh, both on purpose and without even trying. With you, I never feel scared, unsure, or worried. And that's a pretty big deal for me. Starting 2 days before my proposal, unknown to me, you have cared for me throughout medical troubles. 14 kidney stones to be exact. One of the nights we were texting before we met in person, I was overcome with anxiety. My chest was tight and my fingertips were numb. But we were supposed to have our second phone call. I answered crying, and instead of you being scared away, which is probably the normal reaction for you to have, you asked if you could do something really quick. What happened next is the moment I knew. The phone went silent, and after about 5 seconds, you started to pray. What you don't know is that in that moment, I muted myself on the phone and sobbed even harder. Not because of anxiety, but because I knew in my heart and soul that I had finally found what I had prayed for so long. Lastly, I promise to love you on the good days and the hard days. I promise to not only support you in all of your dreams, but to be there by your side in them. I promise to not always correct your grammar or when you're singing the lyrics wrong. I promise to continue going to Marvel movies, to be with you, but mostly for the popcorn. I promise to laugh with you, cry with you, dance with you, sing with you, sit with you, and stand with you. I promise to stand with you throughout all of life's trials and tribulations. I promise to love God above all else so that I can love you better. I promise to laugh at your amazingly terrible jokes and puns or just give you the face. Last, I promise to strive to be the best partner, wife, teammate, and best friend each and every day. I love you more than I could ever express. You are everything my heart has ever dreamed of and prayed for. You are my favorite feeling. You are my favorite place. You are my favorite person, and I can't wait to grow old with you. I love you.
Blake, I love you. There's so much I could say, and I've literally written and rewritten these over a dozen times now, but I'll do my best to keep it short. So about 1.5 years ago, I was beginning to lose hope with dating in Nashville, like Kelvin said, especially the dating apps. But wouldn't you know it, the day that I was ready to get off was the day you were going to give it another shot. I saw your profile, and I thought, wow, she's definitely out of my league. But, why not shoot my shot? So I sent you a rose. Praise God I did. And praise God you shot me a message back. I don't think a day's gone by since then that we haven't talked now. You did make me wait a whole 10 days to go on our first date, but man, was it worth it. I always remember the first time I saw you. You know the feeling when you go on a hike and you finally get to the end of the trail after what feels like forever? You take a deep breath of fresh air. You look at the amazing view. That's really how I felt the first time I saw you. Actually, I believe my exact words were something like, damn, I'm a lucky man. Like, you have a pretty heart, a gorgeous mind, and most importantly, a beautiful soul. And while looks aren't important, you got those too just in case. I've talked to God countless times about what I wanted in a wife over the years. I actually even made a list so I knew what I wanted. Luckily, he knew better, and I thank God for that every day. Blake, you are my best friend, my safe place, my lobster, my partner in all things, and most importantly, my home. You help me dream bigger dreams and challenge me to be a better version of myself in relationships with God, in my relationships with other people, and in so many other ways. It hasn't always been easy, but there's no one else I'd rather build a life with, laugh with, fight with, or dance like no one is watching with, which you all probably will see tonight. I don't make promises often, but I can promise you that I will always love you and choose to put you above all other relationships, second only to God. I will always respect you and strive to earn your respect daily. I'll walk with you through every season of life, through sickness and health, through the valley and the mountaintop experiences, through times of scarcity and abundance, and of course, through Cowboys wins and losses. I will be your best friend, your confidant, travel partner, biggest encourager, and teammate for life. I will pray for you and with you daily and do my best to lead our family closer to God each day. I will be the best absolute best father to our future kiddos and gross them out with how much I love you. I will give you a lifetime of laughter, either with me or at me, but most probably at me. I will always be there to remind you of who God says you are and what he says about you. I will be with you until death do us part, because you're stuck with me now, like legally and physically. These things I vow to you in front of God and our family and friends gathered here today. So one last time before we change that last name, I love you, Blake Hastings. Like a lot.